Welcome to our channel, USA Coin Spot. In this video I am going to tell you about the penny, United States of America, which are very valuable and rare. If you have them, you can take advantage of them. Top 1. Have you ever held a penny in your hand and thought, it's just 1 cent? Well, what if I told you that one single penny, yes, just one little copper coin, could actually be worth more than your car, your student loans, maybe even your house? Sounds insane, right? But not when we're talking about the legendary 1955 American penny. Now, this isn't just any old penny from 1955. This one is the unicorn of all pocket change, the treasure every collector, every metal detectorist, and every coin geek dreams of finding. And here's the kicker: it came straight out of a proof set. Most people have no idea what a proof set even is. Well, let me break it down. A proof set is not your average loose change. These are specially made coins struck multiple times on polished dies for collectors. The finish? Like a mirror. The detail? Razor sharp. And if you're lucky enough to get a coin from one of those sets, and it just so happens to be the 1955 Lincoln Wheat penny, you might be holding a small fortune in your fingers. But not just any 1955 penny will do. The one that has collectors losing their minds and opening their wallets is the 1955 proof penny with a rare, almost mythical error. A jaw-dropping doubling on the date and lettering, making it look like the numbers are dancing right off the coin. That doubling error? It's not a mistake, it's money. And when it's found on a proof coin, the rarity is cranked up to a whole new level. You see, in 1955, the U.S. Mint produced both regular coins for circulation and a smaller number of proof coins for collectors. Most people know about the famous 1955 doubled die sent from circulation. Those fetch good money too. But when you cross that same doubling with a proof coin, oh man, you're looking at something next level rare. It's like owning a glitch in the Matrix that's also made of copper and printed by the government. People go crazy hunting for these. Coin shops? They want it. Auction houses? They love it. Collectors? They'll sell entire parts of their collection just to afford it. So how rare is this thing really? Well, experts believe only a tiny handful of these 1955 proof double die pennies exist. We're talking low double digits, maybe even less. Some say less than 20 verified examples have ever been graded and authenticated. And that brings us to the big question. What is it worth? Okay, take a breath. Because this is where jaws start dropping. Depending on condition and the strength of the doubling, the value of the 1955 American proof penny with the double die error can start at $2,700. But it doesn't stop there. That same tiny copper coin, if found in pristine, mirror-like proof condition, has been sold at auction for up to $89,000. Let me say that again. A single penny, 1 cent, from 1955, can be worth $89,000. Now ask yourself, how many pennies have you seen in your life? How many have you tossed in jars, ignored in the bottom of your car, or left behind at the grocery store? That one forgotten coin could have been a ticket to a new car, or a down payment on your dream home. So here's what you need to do. Dig through your old proof sets. Check your grandparents' collections. Raid your attic, your closet, even your sock drawer. Because if you're lucky enough to find one of these, you're not just looking at a coin, you're looking at a treasure. And in the world of pennies, this one is solid gold. Don't forget to hit that like button, share this with every coin lover you know, and subscribe for more insane finds and stories from the wild world of collectible coins. Who knew a penny could make you rich? Top 2. What if I told you that a penny, just one single, shiny little coin from 2006, could be worth more than your entire paycheck for the year. Sounds crazy, right? You're probably thinking, 2006? That's not even old! And you'd be right. But here's where things get wild. Because this isn't just any 2006 penny, this is the proof penny. And it's hiding in plain sight. Millions of people across the country are holding onto this coin right now and have no idea what it's really worth. Some have it stashed in a drawer, forgotten in a box of old keepsakes, or sitting in a proof set that's been collecting dust for years. But this specific penny, this gleaming little copper-plated coin, isn't worth just 1 cent. It could be the most overlooked jackpot in American coin collecting today. Let's break it down. In 2006, the US Mint released beautiful proof sets. Not your average change, the proof coins are something entirely different. They're struck multiple times with polished dies, giving them a mirror finish, flawless edges, and immaculate detail. These coins never enter circulation. They're made for collectors, and their quality is on another level. But here's where it gets juicy. Among these stunning proof coins, something unusual happened in 2006. A tiny number of Lincoln cents from the proof sets were struck with a unique, mysterious, and incredibly rare minting anomaly. A mistake? Maybe. A miracle for collectors? Definitely doubt we're talking about ultra-rare errors, double dies, die gouges, off-center strikes, and even coins struck on the wrong planchet. When these kinds of errors appear on proof coins, the value skyrockets. Now imagine that rarity on a coin that already looks like it belongs in a museum. That's the 2006 proof penny, and it's turning heads at auctions, in collector circles, and in online marketplaces. What makes it even more insane? Most people don't even know to look for it. They think a coin has to be ancient to be valuable. But in the world of numismatics, condition and rarity trump age every time. And this coin? It checks both boxes. Now here's the part you've been waiting for. What's it actually worth? Hold on to your seat. Depending on the specific variety, the strength of the error, and especially the condition, because with proof coins, condition is king. This 2006 penny from a proof set can fetch real money. And I'm not talking about pocket change. One verified example of a 2006 proof penny with a rare mint error has sold for $2,700, and others, in perfect condition, with confirmed ultra-rare errors, have been valued and sold at auction for up to $49,000. Yes. You heard that right. A penny. From 2006. From a US Mint proof set. $49,000. So what should you do right now? Start digging. Check those proof sets. Look for flawless finishes, unusual details, doubling, off-center designs, anything that looks out of the ordinary. Because these coins aren't myths. They exist. And one might be sitting just a few feet away from you. Collectors are hunting for them every day. Dealers are waiting to pay serious money. And the price? It just keeps going up. So don't wait. You might be sitting on a copper-coated gold mine. And in a world where a penny can be worth tens of thousands of dollars, the next big find could be yours. If you found this wild and exciting, hit that like button, drop a comment if you've got proof sets at home, and don't forget to subscribe. Because this is just one coin in a sea of hidden treasures, and next time someone tells you a penny isn't worth anything, you'll know better. Top 3. Let me ask you something most people never consider. What if the smallest, most ordinary-looking coin in your home could secretly be worth more than your entire bank account? I'm talking about a penny. Just 1 cent, and not from the 1800s. Not from a pirate ship. From the year 1968. Now, before you roll your eyes and say, "I've seen those pennies everywhere." Stop right there. Because this isn't just any 1968 penny. This is the 1968 Lincoln penny from a US proof set. And what you're about to hear could literally change how you look at every coin you own. In 1968, the US Mint was producing some of the most beautiful proof coins in American history. These weren't your everyday pocket change. These were precision-struck, mirror-like masterpieces made especially for collectors. They never touched circulation. They stayed sealed in protective cases, shining like glass, flawless down to the smallest detail. But what if one of those coins wasn't so flawless? Because here's where the story takes a shocking turn. Among the proof pennies minted in 1968, a very small number were struck with ultra-rare minting errors that were never meant to exist. We're talking doubled dies, inverted lettering, missing details, even coins that somehow got stamped on the wrong type of metal planchet. Proof coins are supposed to be perfect, so when something goes wrong, it's a big deal. A very expensive deal. Now imagine finding a coin with that level of rarity, that also looks like it just came out of the mint yesterday. That's what collectors are going absolutely nuts over. You see, the 1968 proof penny is already collectible on its own. But when it comes with a rare error, in pristine condition, graded and authenticated, it becomes something else entirely. It becomes a jackpot. There are whispers in the coin collecting community. Whispers of lucky finds. People discovering these pennies inside old proof sets they inherited from their parents or found at yard sales for a few bucks. And when they get the coin professionally graded, their jaws hit the floor. Because these aren't pennies anymore. Their power, their value, their investment grade American history. Still not convinced? Let me tell you this. Coin experts, numismatists, and auction houses have already confirmed the worth of these special 1968 proof pennies. In fact, some of the most sought-after examples with clean double dies and sharp features are being fought over by elite collectors. And the price tags attached will blow your mind. Let's talk numbers. Depending on the rarity of the error, the sharpness of the strike, and the quality of the coin, especially if it's certified in top-grade condition, a 1968 proof penny can be worth $2,700. And in the most rare and extraordinary cases, these coins have been sold for a jaw-dropping $86,000. Yes. That's right. 1 penny. From 1968. $86,000. So what does that mean for you? It means it's time to take action. Dig through that old collection in your closet. Find those vintage proof sets that have been sitting in a drawer for years. If you've got a 1968 penny that shines like a mirror, with details that pop off the surface, it's worth a second look. And maybe, just maybe, a fortune. Because that tiny little coin could be the most valuable thing you own. And you wouldn't even know it. So next time you pick up a penny, don't just glance at the year. Check it. Study it. Appreciate it. You never know what you're holding until it's too late. And if you found this wild coin story interesting, hit that like button, drop a comment below if you think you've got one of these, and don't forget to subscribe. Because we're just getting started on the hunt for America's hidden treasures. And in the world of coins, the next big payday could be sitting quietly, right in your own home. Top 4. You're probably walking around right now with pennies in your pocket, on your desk, or hiding in that kitchen drawer full of random stuff. But what if one of those pennies, one from the year 1999, was actually worth tens of thousands of dollars? This isn't just some wild coin collector fantasy. This is real. Because there's a 1999 American penny out there, not from ordinary circulation, but straight from a US Mint proof set, and it's turning heads for all the right reasons. Let's start with the basics. What makes a proof penny so special? Unlike everyday coins that get banged around and dumped into change machines, proof coins are the royalty of the minting world. These are struck with polished dies, pressed multiple times, and designed to be flawless. You get deep, mirror-like surfaces and razor-sharp details, something you'd expect to see in a museum, not in a penny jar. But in 1999, something incredible happened. A small number of these proof pennies came out with rare, barely understood minting errors. And some collectors believe that only a handful of them were ever released. We're talking doubled dies, unusual plating, misaligned strikes, errors that shouldn't exist on high-quality proof coins. But they do. And that's where the story gets juicy. Imagine you've got a pristine, shiny penny from a 1999 proof set, and you're thinking, cool, it's worth $1 or $2. But then you get it graded, and an expert says, wait a second, you've got something extremely rare here. And just like that, what was once a humble 1-cent coin becomes one of the hottest collectibles in the game. That's exactly what's been happening behind the scenes in the coin world. Collectors and investors are on the hunt, scouring eBay, hitting estate sales, combing through inherited coin sets, all looking for that 1999 proof penny with the right error, in the right condition. And let's be honest. When money's on the line like this, the excitement gets real fast. These aren't just coins anymore. They're tickets. Tickets to unexpected wealth, to serious bragging rights, and to jaw-dropping auction results. You want to know how rare this coin is? Let's put it this way. Proof coins are supposed to be perfect. That's why the mint checks them, inspects them, and protects them. So when an error does sneak past, especially in a modern year like 1999, it's a numismatic anomaly. A glitch in the system. A mint mistake that turns into a collector's dream. And if you're lucky enough to be holding one, you're not just lucky. You're sitting on something most people will never even see in their lifetime. Let's talk numbers. Depending on the type of error, the depth of the strike, and especially the quality and certification of the coin, the value of the 1999 American penny from a proof set can climb fast. A clean example with a minor error and beautiful finish? That could be worth $2,700. But a top-tier specimen, the kind that makes headlines and gets featured in elite coin auctions, that 1999 proof penny has been sold for up to $67,000. Yes. You heard that right. $67,000. For 1 cent. So what does that mean for you? It means it's time to check your stash. Open those old coin folders. Dust off your proof sets. Pull out that 1999 Lincoln penny and look closely. You might be holding something absolutely legendary. And here's the thing, most people will never even bother to check. They'll leave their proof sets untouched for years. But the smart ones? The curious ones? The lucky few? They'll cash in on a 1 cent miracle. If you found this crazy coin story fascinating, make sure you hit that like button, smash the subscribe, and drop a comment if you think you might have a valuable coin hiding in your collection. Because this is just the beginning. There are more coins out there worth big money, and I'm here to show you how to find them. Your next payday could be sitting in a proof set, and all it takes is 1 penny.